The potential Q4 schedule for Matchroom Boxing is pretty good in terms of them promoting on a global scale. Some of these fights could be mega. We could have some major upsets in that, so let's run through them. So obviously we've got Ben Whittaker and Conor Wallace. That should be a very, very decent step up for Ben Whittaker, but we'll skip over that because it's not as big as some of the rest of them. Dalton Smith versus Alberto Puello. Fantastic fight. That's going to really show what level Dalton Smith is actually at. Devin Haney and Jack Catterall, if that is made, now that one's not one of the confirmed ones, but if that is made, that could be a very, very interesting fight. Everyone will say Devin Haney's going to box the ears off Jack Catterall. Catterall can be a hard night's work for anybody because he's got a very unique style. He's very long and he's also a southpaw. So maybe Devin Haney might come unstuck against him if he does end up getting caught by that sort of very rangy left hand that Catterall's got. Great US versus UK fight though, nonetheless. And if he brings it to the UK, it'd be fantastic. It does look like it might drop in the US though. Bam versus Medina, also a fantastic fight there. But in the same breath, everyone's going to be looking to that Bam versus Inoue fight that is rumoured for early 2027. Bam would need to come through Medina if he is going to get that Inoue fight though. Boots versus Josh Kelly, a good interesting fight that. Obviously there's the man on the photo behind me there, but Boots, he could have problems with Kelly. Kelly's a very, very slick boxer. We saw it against Bakram Martazaliev. He is switched on for 12 rounds. He can outbox just about anybody. But then again, so can Boots. I do think I've backed Boots in that fight 100% of the time. But it's going to be interesting. I think a star will be made in that fight. I think we're either going to see Boots' raw boxing IQ and boxing ability, or we're going to see Josh Kelly turn into a superstar overnight by pulling off an almighty upset. And then the final fight on there, obviously Bivol versus Callum Smith. Another fantastic fight. Callum Smith, former unified champion. Bivol, former undisputed champion because he relinquished one of his belts. To be honest, in terms of the light heavyweight division, outside of Callum Smith, there is only really David Benavidez, who's now moved up to cruiserweight, or Artur Beterbiev, who are actually going to challenge Dimitri Bivol. Another fantastic fight. If that lands in the UK, that will be a sellout because a lot of people are going to go and watch Bivol. Especially if they make it in Liverpool, that would be crazy. The atmosphere would be mental. Yeah, what a Q4 schedule that could be for Matchroom Boxing. Really showing that they are the best promoter on a global stage at the moment with the names that are involved in them fights. But let me know in the comments, guys, what are your predictions for all of these fights if they do happen? Which ones are going to happen and which ones can you see falling through? For more boxing content, hit that follow or subscribe button. And as always, any engagement goes a long way. Peace out.